Hey guys, Jennifer here and welcome to the Family Fudge. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 of my family's favorite cheap dinners that all cost around $5 each. These dinner ideas are quick and easy to make, and most importantly, they're all kid-friendly. Now you guys, I will link the full recipes that I'm making today in the description box below if you want to make them yourself. And before we get started, I would love it if you would hit that red subscribe button if you haven't already. And go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you'd like to see more budget-friendly recipes like this in the future. First up is a recipe that not only makes the most flavorful, delicious potatoes, but it also does a really good job at stretching out just 1 pound of chicken to feed the whole family. Now, starting with the potatoes, which are really the star of this recipe, potatoes really are such a great low-cost way to bulk up any dinner, and of course these ones come out super tasty. Now I've already washed them and chopped them into small pieces so they'd cook a lot faster. Next comes the ranch part, and I'm actually using a bottle of the most affordable pre-made ranch dressing that I could find at Walmart. This is going to add a lot of flavor to the potatoes, but it's also going to help the potatoes be nice and creamy. Next, I'm adding some salt and pepper to taste. And then this part is optional, but if you already have some garlic powder in your pantry, this is the perfect time to add that in. Garlic goes so well with potatoes, and it really is a pretty inexpensive way to boost the flavor factor of this recipe. Now, these potatoes need a little bit of a head start. You want to give them a chance to soften up on their own without the chicken in there so that the chicken doesn't get all dried out. So I'm popping these in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes, and I'm going to keep my eye on these, and I'm going to give them a stir midway. Now on to the chicken, and like I said, I'm only using 1 pound of chicken for this recipe, and I've cut it into really small pieces. Next, I'm adding in more of the ranch dressing. This is about 1/4 cup. And to this, I'm also adding some salt and some pepper. Once I have this all mixed together, I can go ahead and add it to the potatoes, which are already pretty soft. Now, to keep the chicken from drying out, I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil, and then it's going back in the oven for 20 more minutes or until the chicken is cooked through. Next, it's time for the layer of cheese. And then after the cheese, it's time for some bacon. And you guys, to help this recipe stay on budget, I'm using these real bacon bits. And even though this seems like a little bit of bacon, it really adds a lot of flavor. And then this part is optional too, but I'm going to go ahead and add some chopped green onion in here as well. Green onions are another great low-cost flavor enhancer, and I actually save money by growing my own in the backyard. This is going back in the oven until the cheese is melted. And check it out, you guys. Now, this is so delicious just as is. The potatoes literally melt in your mouth, and it's not dry at all. But if you have some wiggle room in your budget, you could serve this with some broccoli or some green beans on the side. Those would go so well with this dinner. Next up is 3-ingredient mac and cheese. When it comes to budget dinners, pasta of any kind is always a great low-cost option. This recipe starts with 1 can of evaporated milk. Now, not sweetened condensed milk, you don't want that, you just want evaporated milk. And I'm adding the entire can into my large pot. Then to this, I'm gonna go ahead and add my entire pound of elbow macaroni, followed by 4 cups of warm water. Now, I know that usually when making mac and cheese, you wouldn't add the pasta until the water is boiling, but this recipe is a little bit different. You actually cook the pasta in the milk and water, and you're not going to end up draining the liquid. The liquid in this recipe is actually going to help create the cheese sauce for the mac and cheese. And you guys, this part is really, really important. With this recipe, once the liquid is boiling, you're going to turn down the heat. Then frequently stir the pasta as it's cooking. This pasta really is going to want to stick to the bottom of your pot. Don't walk away from this recipe. Keep stirring. Once the pasta is fully cooked, cooked, I'm going to turn off the heat, and then it's time to add the cheese. And of course, you can add whatever kind of cheese you prefer. I'm adding sharp cheddar cheese. Now, I have to be honest with you guys, after giving this mac and cheese a taste, it didn't come out as creamy as I would have liked it. So we ended up adding a splash of regular milk, plus a bit more salt. And after that, it was cheesy perfection. Now you guys, this next recipe is super easy. Even your kids could help you make this. It only has 3 to 4 ingredients and it's called Pizza Bubble Up. Now the star of this recipe is biscuit dough. I'm saving some money here by buying the store brand. I'm gonna go ahead and cut each of these biscuits into 8 pieces. Once I have these all cut up, I'm going to toss them in a bowl with some pizza sauce. And this is just some really inexpensive pizza sauce from Walmart. And I really just want to make sure that each little piece of dough is completely coated in the sauce. Also in here, I'm adding a little bit of shredded mozzarella cheese to kind of give it more of a stuffed crust pizza type base. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this in my baking dish. I'm going to spread it out and then top it with the rest of the mozzarella cheese. You could cook this just as is and make a cheese pizza bubble up, but if you have it in your budget, you could also add some pepperoni or any other toppings that you love on pizza. I'm gonna finish mine off with some turkey pepperoni, the last of the cheese, and also a little bit of Italian seasoning right on top. This goes in the oven at 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes. This pizza bubble up is super filling and I like to serve it with a little bit of a side salad. Okay guys, my next budget-friendly dinner idea is cheeseburger rice. If you're looking for a way to stretch 1 pound of ground beef, then adding it to some cheesy, flavorful rice is a really tasty option. Now, I've already cooked up 2 cups of rice in my Instant Pot, and for my next step, I need an onion. Now, instead of just cooking my onion, I actually want to caramelize it. I'm going to cook it a little bit longer until it's nice and browned like this. This is just going to give our dish a lot more flavor without increasing the overall cost. To this, I'm also adding 1 pound of ground beef. Now at this point, I'm going to season this really well with some garlic powder and some salt and pepper. Definitely don't skimp on the seasonings here. Next, I'm adding 1 can of diced tomatoes, and instead of just regular tomatoes, I decided to get these ones. They were the same price as the plain diced tomatoes, but these ones also have garlic and basil and oregano added in. Now at this point, I'm just going to mix everything together and then it's going to be time for the rice. And you guys, this does end up making a ton of food for a small amount of money. So don't be like me and accidentally use a pot that's too small. You're gonna need a big one. Once the rice is completely mixed in and heated through, I like to go ahead and taste it at this point just to see if it needs any more seasoning. If it was up to me, I'd probably add some red pepper flakes in here because I like it spicy. But since I want my kids to eat this, I'm just going to leave it as is, except for the topping. I'm going to go ahead and add some shredded cheese, and then I'm adding the lid back on here to help that cheese melt. And there you have it guys, ooey gooey, cheesy goodness. Like I said, this makes a ton of food and we'll actually end up having some leftovers as well. Oh yeah, and this part is optional, but my kids enjoy eating this with a bit of ketchup. Okay guys, now that brings me to a dish called lazy lasagna, which is a super quick and easy, kid-friendly dinner, and it also makes a great freezer meal because you can make it ahead of time. This recipe is super budget-friendly because it only has 3 ingredients. To my baking dish, I'm adding 1/3 of my bottle of pasta sauce, and I opted to get the meat flavored sauce to give this recipe more of a substantial meaty flavor, but you can use any kind of sauce that you like. Next, for this recipe, you're going to need some store-bought ravioli, And I find that the frozen cheese flavored ones are the most affordable option, so that's what I'm using. But you could also use meat ravioli or veggie if that's what you like. I'm going to top this layer with more of the sauce, then a layer of cheese. And this time I'm using the Italian blend cheese from Walmart. This bag has mozzarella, provolone, parmesan, fontina, and Asiago cheeses. And you guys, of course, buying this mixed bag of cheese is going to be so much cheaper than buying each cheese individually. So you're definitely getting more bang for your buck. Now at this point, I'm just going to repeat this process until all of my ingredients are gone. This goes in the oven at 375 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And when it comes out of the oven, you guys, it really does look like a lasagna. But of course, this one took a lot less time and is super budget friendly. I hope you found these dinner ideas helpful, and I would love to know in the comments down below which of these recipes you'd like to try yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.